The season rolls on now with the cut. You know you have to do well in the first few events, especially if you're a low seed, a rookie on the tour, because you're coming up against world champs and those who had that magic form last season.
Yeah, that's a really good reckon. We've had a real paddle battle going on for inside positioning. Look how close these two are paddling together, and it looks like Gabriela's got this one, Ronnie.
Yeah, driving up into this foamy section. Nice hit there. Such a power from Kauai. Loved her performance through to the final here last season as Carolyn Marks looks to get her first ride. And it looks like it's probably going to be the best of them so far. Just a string of moves on the outside. Sizing up a finish here. Drives up into it. Just a busy finish. Sally Fitzgibbons behind her. Throwing plenty into it. Some magic surfing from Sally on the opening day of competition down there at Bells Beach.
All our surfers are on round tails. And why have they gone to this style of board? Because they need that longer line. They want to use that rail a little bit longer. There's a couple of bumps out on the face, and it's open ocean swells. And Felicity can perhaps talk to that too. It's just there's so much power.
Well, let's have a look at the numbers for the competitors. The best of them going to Carolyn Marks, 5.33. Gabriela's had a couple of rides, but nothing decent just yet. Sally Fitzgibbons has a 4.77, and she's up at the moment. Really attacked that first section, drifted the tail a little bit, maintained some control in these transition turns. Always impressed with the extra effort that Sally puts in.
And here we have a replay of this wave. So this is the turn I'm talking about. Drives through the lip and then drifts those fins, which is just, it's a hard thing to do out here. Margaret River has so much power, so to maintain control, it's a hard thing to do. But she just milks this wave for every last second. But yeah, this is the turn. Up into the lip, releases the fins, and then just lets it drift there for a while. It's so hard to do out here. There's so much power. So yeah, pretty impressive stuff there from Sally.
6.07. Fitzgibbons jumps into the lead now. Marks out there with priority. She's looking for a 5.52. But yeah, some real positive signs for Sally this year. Not great results in a... Sally Fitzgibbons is one of them coming into this contest in 13th position, below the cut line. This is Gabriela Bryan now. Only needs a 3.01 at this stage to get up into second. But she actually just needs to bank a good score. She doesn't really have anything to speak of at the moment. Couple of good hits here. Bit of foam to work with, but no dramas.
Here we go. We're seeing a replay of this wave. So nice carve there to start off. And it was all the work was done on this inside here. So just absolutely tagging that first section and jamming it in the pocket for the second one. But she wasn't done there. She got a final little hit on the inside.
Even more impressive from that front on angle, isn't it? And Caroline Marks getting in the mix as well, Bugs.
Yeah, and if this set wave just runs away, Caroline was starting.
Just hearing how comfortable she sounds there is fantastic. A huge turnaround from this same event last year, as we see a replay of what was unfolding during the chat. Sally Fitzgibbons getting into this one. Always provides us with plenty of waves. It's not even a big day here at Main Break, and it's still overhead for the competitors. We're seeing big scores dropped on the opening day of competition. Gabriela Bryan had this one during the break. She'd love to repeat the effort and maybe go one better. Carolyn Marks, she tapped into that incredible backhand flow during the break and had this one, Felicity.
Yeah, I love the way Caroline's.
Well, that was another strong ride from Caroline. 7.67. Has her out in front. Sally Fitzgibbons wants to get that number one position, though. Oh. And she's going to dig in hard. I liked where that move was going, Bugs. Just lost a little loss of control there. Not just a medal, but maybe a gold. She's going to be a force, you'd think, when the event gets underway next season, next year. Sally Fitzgibbons and Carolyn Marks are really locking horns out here at the moment. This is a hard-fought heat, not a whole lot separating second and third at this stage. Sally, she's let go of some beautiful turns out here. She wants to hold an edge over, well, third place. She doesn't want to drop the ball now.
Well, this is by far Sally's best ride. You know, she really... It was a great-looking wave, and she's stoked with that one. She got a 4.93, so she would have sort of incrementally got it there, but now there's a big distance. She needs a good wave.
Here goes Caroline, and look at those conditions cleaning up, Felicity, as you noted that sun sort of burnt that wind off, and we're seeing some really nice clean wall now for the surfers to tap into, and Caroline does well to find another section before that reef shelf there on the inside. 6 minutes to go now.
Yeah, here we go. We have a replay of that last wave of Caroline Marks, and I just love her style. It's just so compact and driving through the lip, and this finish was nice and strong too. So comes around the section again and gets one more little bonus tag on the end right before that reef.
Well, what they want to see is that you're in control, and she's clearly in control because, like you said, Buck, she didn't fall off, she jumped off. It was a dismount, but really just impeccable timing. I mean, this is Caroline in cruise control, really. She has a lot more to give, but she's just got a very measured, smart approach here at the moment.
Oh, you know, her and Tatiana mightn't have been the two standouts points-wise as far as excellent scores, but they are both in the frame of being such dangerous contenders in this event. Well, we haven't seen her on a bomb yet, and we know that she's a finalist here. She's an incredibly powerful surfer. Let's see something. Here's a better looking wave.
Yeah, Sally Fitzgibbons is the one in position for this one.
Wow.
Has to chase down this first section a little bit, and as a result knows that that big first important turn is gone, so she's going to kick out.
We saw a big wave behind that, but obviously it didn't pan out for Gabriela. So she's gone from needing a 4.51 to needing a 6.83 to needing a 7.45, and here she is.
Well, she gets a late takeoff on this one. There's a lot of foam on the face. Kind of put her on a hillside rail, that late drop, which meant she lost a lot of speed for that first turn.
Yeah, and just getting back to that point I was making about consequences, if we end up having Caitlin Simmons and Gabriela Bryan in that elimination round, ouch.
Oh, it's huge. No, we saw it.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Most of her waves have either been a bit shouldery, not giving her that proper end section to hit, or they've sort of closed out. And here we go, seeing if she's going to have one more roll of the dice here, and they let her have it.
Yeah, well, Caroline's not too phased about her. Great opening turn. Oh, got those fins free, bashes through the lip, and pushing her.
They were extraordinary heats. I've enjoyed. It's been the strongest opening day for the women's so far this year. You know, we've just had 6 excellent heats, amazing surfing.
Because it is a smaller ride, and as a result, she goes down. But Caroline Marks right behind her. Oh my goodness, she's going to hang on for the finish here.
Wow.
And she puts her hand up for good reason. Well, here's that last ride for Caroline Marks too, Felicity. You were gorging on that turn.
Yeah, absolutely loved it. That first turn, so much power, so much control.
It is going to be intense watching this play out. So it was a 4.8 for Gabriela Bryan. So she's going to be back out there shortly. Sally Fitzgibbons survives the opening round. Caroline Marks, a strong performance.